What's up, guys? Today we have Mr. Jake Casey, aka the Ninja, is like what I like to call him. And today we're gonna go through some mobilization stuff with getting ready for a shoulder or chest or what kind of workout you're doing to really help with the shoulder health and making sure to prevent injury, all that kind of stuff. You want to take us through why people should be doing this and kind of like some common things that you see that are happening if people aren't doing this.
So this is for mitigation of the effects of injury. I don't like saying injury prevention because if we could prevent injury, it would never happen.
True, yeah.
So it's taking the effects and hopefully making them less detrimental overall. The difference between flexibility and mobility is flexibility is you get into the position. Mobility is being strong in that position. So it's like, cool, you could get out there. What can you do while you're out there? You can't do anything. Good flexibility, not very good mobility. So what we're gonna do today is kind of stack everything in your spine up and go through some motions that's literally gonna force blood into the tissues surrounding this really complex joint. A lot of issues could come up taking this complex joint and not treating it like one, treating it like a simple joint, like a hinge, when in fact it's a ball and socket. So making sure that you're prepped in all ranges, even if your workout only calls for, front and back or some side to side, still making sure that in all areas you're prepared. That's what's going to mitigate the effects of injury.
Cool. So he's going to run us through a couple workouts. It's going to be just body weight, obviously, that's going to prepare us for going into a shoulder workout. So stay tuned.
All right, so what we're going to do is start with the feet. Inside lines of your feet should be tracking parallel to each other. So you're going to be ever so slightly pigeon-toed. Going to kind of soften the knees a little bit. Tuck tail ever so slightly so you're not compressing your lower back. Chest forward, shoulders back. Trying to get everything nice and neutral, stacked up. Chin back. Just making sure you don't have text or tech neck going on. Now with everything stacked up real nice, just take your knuckles together to your chest. I want you to pop the buttons like you're Superman. So to drive it back, what that does is brings your shoulders back even further. Take your fists now, keeping your shoulders where they're at. This part is important. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep that squeeze as you extend your arms. Should feel tension. This should not be as easy as just straightening your arm out. So, fingers open, hands together, fingers closed. Big breath in. And then exhale, releasing your shoulder blades, driving your knuckles forward, spine comes back. Get your guns out. And on this axis right here, you're gonna start your twist. So you open up to one side. Inhale to center. Big exhale. Open up to the other side. Inhaling to center. Guns away, safety third. And driving the shoulders back, down and into nice proud chest. Releasing your hands, making your fist, driving your elbows back. I'll give you another angle. So shoulders are back. Keep your shoulders where they're at as you extend your arms. Notice the shake. It's totally good. Breathe. Fingers apart, hands together, fingers closed. Big breath in. And then exhale, releasing the shoulder blades, driving the knuckles forward, and spine back. You're trying to get your spine back and pushing and pulling kind of like a bow to get into this position. Guns out, and begin your rotation. Big exhale through the force, inhaling back to neutral. Big exhale to the other side. Back up, guns away, driving the shoulders back. Down and in, head up, arms apart. Take your fists, bring them back, elbows stay close to the body. Squeeze, big breath, and then exhale, release. It's getting easier, isn't that weird?
Yeah, man.
It always sucks.
Are you supposed to be breathing in through your chest, more your diaphragm, or your stomach, you think?
I like more stomach because then you could keep, if you do diaphragmatic breathing, then you don't lose the pressure in like your lats and then your chest and stuff. So you breathe up here, your ribs come up with it. So you keep your ribs down and and breathe kind of lower. So moving the belly out of the way to push your guts down to give your lungs room to expand is pretty beneficial for the warm-up. Obviously, you're going to breathe different under load. That's why you have belts, and that's a whole nother video.
Yeah, so that's like the first one. We're going to go through another one. So stay tuned. We're going to go through a little different of, it's going to be harder, I can already tell.
This next one's going to be a lot like the first one in that you are building your own internal tension while moving through this. So if this is easy to do, if this feels very passive, you're probably doing it wrong. So,
Yay!
if this doesn't suck, fix it until it does. So, again, keeping shoulders back, chest forward, bring the fists up, thumbs in. And take your thumbs in, point at the boss. You the boss. You're gonna take your thumbs and swim them along your collarbone. As your thumbs come out, you're gonna rotate your elbows. You're gonna come in and in. Thumbs come out, elbows go in as far as you can while maintaining a nice proud chest. Then, once you reach that kind of terminal point, whatever it is for you, I want you to keep driving your elbows in and your thumbs out and straighten your arms.
Oh God, yeah.
Flipping it back in. Do it again. Thumbs in, elbows out, knuckles together, point at the boss. Breaking that, elbows come in, thumbs go out. Elbows in, thumbs out. Keeping that tension going in both directions and then moving through it. Extend. Back in together. Bring them down. So this next one, also super fun. If this feels passive as you go and we extend your arms outwards, you missed it. So bring it
Trust
back.
me. You missed it.
Try it again. So thumbs down, and you go fingers together, thumbs up. You're gonna peel your knuckles apart. Your elbows are gonna come and stick to your sides. Keeping your elbows down nice and tight to your sides. I want you to open up, flex the thumbs back. You should already start to feel that tension in your shoulders. Now extend, keeping your thumbs pointing towards the back wall.
Oh God.
Big breath in, out, continuously flipping the knuckles back forward, kind of like X-Wing fighter here. Bring it back down. Knuckles together, thumbs up, elbows out. Peel it apart. Elbows come down to the side, thumbs are pointing straight out. Extend back. Pointing towards the back wall, elbows in tight. There you go. And then extend. Moving it back forward. And release.
Yeah. That don't hurt. Doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Trust me, man.
If it burns, it's working.
Yeah.
So, speaking of burn, I'm gonna turn up the heat.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh God.
Let's create some friction here. And go jazz hands right out to the side. So, what I don't want to see is out here. Less benefit out here. Flex it back, straight back. So here, you're gonna take your right hand, go palm down,
Oh God, yeah.
palm back. Just keep rolling, so you can drop that shoulder, keeping your arm up as high as you can. What that's gonna do is build pressure in your shoulders, squeezing the blood into where it needs to be. Let's go the opposite direction with the left hand. Inhale the center. Exhale to the other side. Kind of follow your breath on this. Inhaling the center. Exhale into your twist. The same motion that gets the moisture out of your towel is going to force the blood into the tissues that you're going to be using. Oh, they're looking. That should feel like liquid fire.
Yeah.
Get that up as high as you can, yeah. As high as you can, but also as straight as you can be.
Like that.
Yep. And unwind. Awesome. paint some circles on the ceiling, kind of metaphorically,
Okay.
spiritually, emotionally. So again, nice proud chest, nice neutral stance. You're gonna drive your arms up, go up as high as you can keep your ribs down. So the relationship between your last rib and your hips does not change. Driving the arms up, not up like this, but I want you to drive your shoulders down, arms up. All sorts of cues going on. Get out your paintbrushes. I want you to draw little tiny circles on the ceiling.
Do I have to straighten my arms?
Yep, keep your arms straight and locked in. So the invisible work here is the tension is you're pushing your thumb up all the while trying to pull your arm down
yeah. Okay,
into the
that's a big
socket.
difference.
So getting those 2 lines of tension going, keeping the ribs down. If you get your arms all the way up and you got big old rib flare, I want you to bring it down.
Oh man.
If you want to get a little bit more out of this, you do figure eights. The fun part about figure eights,
Waving a flag over here.
yeah, is after you've done it for a while, then you could reverse them and go in the other direction.
Okay.
Flexing that gray matter now. You're like,
Yeah.
wait, reversing figure eights. And you can keep that motion
Go down.
and bring it down. What you think if you were trapped in between the walls, you can still mobilize your shoulders. So you're not out here doing circles in front of you, but actively pulling your shoulder blades together, ribs still staying down. Little tiny circles.
Oh.
After a bit, go ahead and switch directions. Figure eights.
This is literally tougher than the workout itself.
Switch directions with your figure eights. Big breath in, release it down. So, what he's feeling right now should be liquid fire going through his shoulders right now.
Kerosene in my muscles. You literally heat my house.
It means you're ready. Yeah, saves on the electricity bill for sure.
Okay, so that was some great. Do you got any more? Or we go? Oh wait, you got one more?
Yeah, we probably do one more.
Okay. Oh god.
This is good, like what we were talking about in the beginning, is treating your shoulder like the joint that it is, not treating it like something else, and building imbalances front and back when you might have a weakness side to side. So still that nice tension in your arms.
Okay.
Drive the shoulder back as you extend. So you got 2 lines of force going through your arm. Pushing and pulling, pushing and pulling. Take your elbow ditches, point them straight forward. That's gonna help build the tension in your arms as we send the pinkies back.
Oh yeah.
Send them back until you cannot any longer. Then with your pinkies facing up, you're gonna rotate so your thumbs are facing up and bring it around. Bring it up, go up as high as your shoulders can stay away from your ears. Very important, this is not a shrug.
No, I think it's as high as I can get, man.
There you go, bring it around.
Ugh.
So again, just like the other ones, your arms come up, ribs stay down, keeping that nice tension.
Pins out.
Bring it back until you cannot anymore. Flip. Through your circles. Back down. Sweet. After a couple circles in one direction, make sure you switch directions. Arms come up, ribs stay down. You're squeezing back as far as you can, driving the shoulder blades together. And all the time, huffing and puffing. You can't breathe too much. Don't worry about it unless you're seeing stars. Maybe bring it back just a little bit. But think you're the big bad wolf. You're already on the 3rd house. It's time to go.
Yeah. What he said. So anyways, this is great. You already feel like a lot of my muscle connection, the blood flow in the shoulder. So when I'm gonna go into doing like shoulder or lateral raises and different presses and rear delts, definitely the rear delts, because it's such a small muscle. I feel like most people don't hit it right. They can't figure out where it is.
You can't see it.
You can't see it too.
It's behind you.
Yeah, that too. So it's like, I can feel that thing is on fire though.
Mhm.
So that's gonna help me a lot when I'm trying to stay protracted, trying to get my rear delt to fire. So yeah, try that out. Sincerely try that out. It's actually really tough before your workouts. And then we're gonna be showing you guys exactly what to do. Well, he is, not me. I'm gonna be following along. What to do after your workouts for decompression, for the afterwards, the recovery, hydrating it with blood flow and all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned.
All right, we're gonna run through some post-workout, post-movement, post-load, just basically something to do at the end. After you've compressed your tissues down, what we want to do is stretch and elongate them so they basically can refill with water. You can start your hydration and refeeding, and then all of the decompression. So compressing with load, decompressing afterwards. This can be done with or without a yoga block, depending on your comfort level and your genitals. Just putting it right here. And then when you come down to your side, it should be directly over your shoulder. So everything is still in line. You're not slumping into it, but flexing away from it. It's like this. Other shoulder again, you're not reaching. From here, I want you to keep the scapular engagement, which is just a fancy way of saying keep your shoulder blades back and in and together. From here, just want you to make a circle, staying as close to the ground with your fingertips as you can. So as you come up, same cueing as before, your arm comes up, ribs stay down. Go until you cannot anymore, then rotate. All the way around. Lots of breathing until you get back. From here, if you want, you could reverse and go the other way. Trying to stay as close to the ground as possible until you cannot any longer. Flipping your hand, bringing it back around. Just like that. Then you can do the same thing on the other side. Resituate the block. Make sure that you're on your shoulder and everything is pulling apart nice and strong. You're not slouching or rolling into your shoulder while you do this. So maintaining that nice neutral position. Next for the shoulders, we're actually gonna do some mountain climbers. If you're thinking, Jake, what the hell? And then you're just gonna have to get down and follow along. So starting out, nice tabletop position. And from here, bring your foot to the outside of your hand, sending the back foot back, and then from here, if you can, try to drive your shoulder blades back in together to get rid of like the rounding in your spine. So pressurizing everything. Back heel is pointed back, front foot is planted. I want you to take the same side foot, I have my left foot up, so left arm is gonna slide. Elbow to 12 o'clock, or your approximation of 12 o'clock. This knee keeps squeezing in, so everything is nice, has all that tension there. Draw the bow up. Elbows, wrists, shoulder, trying to keep everything in line. From here, if you want to go for the bind, you could flip, so knuckles forward where you're facing, go to your back hip, and use that. Open up your shoulder. Let's breathe in, go back up to 12 o'clock, and then keeping the relationship, the distance between your shoulder and your ear. Fall forward. Go back. Up to 12 o'clock. Elbow to 12 o'clock. Drag the hand down. Drop the back knee. Slide the foot back. And do the same thing on the other side. Bring foot up, squeezing into your shoulder. Back leg goes back. Get closer to the ground by squeezing your shoulder blades together. Bow draw up. Go for the bind if you want. Really drive that space, go elbow to 12 o'clock. Lay it back down, drop the knee, wash, rinse, and repeat as necessary. What's cool about the bow draws is you're also going to get kind of a thoracic twist. It's also going to help decompress your spine. So if you're doing anything open chain like standing, military press, seesaw press, even doing something like rows, however, getting that nice twist, opening up everything, keeping it back is going to really hydrate your tissues, speed up your recovery, and just like to warm up to tension, not through tension. If you can't go for the bind, don't worry about it. Find a space that you could be in. You can have the tension moving in multiple directions to get that nice stretch.
All right, guys, that is it for the pre-warm-up and the decompression afterwards with my man, the Ninja. I'm going to put Jake's, all of his info in the description box below if you want to check him out. He has his own Instagram and email and all that kind of stuff. You can learn more because he has a lot of content. He works with tons of people on different mobility stuff. This is just the beginning. So if you're interested in more, I'll put his information in there. Also, I'm going to put mine in there if you have any questions for me. My email, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. But until next time.
Handles, man.
Thanks for coming by and showing everybody a few things, man. That was fun.
Until next time.
Yeah, until next time. Thanks, guys, for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like. You know the drill. Comment below any more questions you have for me or my man, the Ninja. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks, guys.
All we talk about is